Welcome back to another episode of Nitty Gritty Sports Talk, the Rewind. Two-man show tonight. I'm joined by Nick. What's going on?
What's up, Keith?
Shout out to Scoring Keys who couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah.
You know how we going to do. I mean, it's a mainly bank show today, so let's take it to the bank, as Sco would say. Ravens defeated the Chicago Bears yesterday 30-16 behind Tyler Huntley's 17 for 22, 186-yard performance, one touchdown in the air. Derrick Henry led everyone on the ground with 21 carries for 71 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't know about you, Nick, but it's been a long time since we got a dub. We even brought the Jameson out for it. How you feeling?
We haven't had a victory Monday, and
it's been a long time.
It's been a long time, maybe 5-6 weeks. So yeah, it definitely felt good to get a win. The feel goods about a victory. No matter how it comes, who it comes against, it always can be an elixir for some of the issues that has been going on recently. I mean, last week was a pretty tough week. There was a lot of different stuff going on from left field, right field, all over the place. But winning cures all. And I was at the game yesterday. It was one of the most fun games I've ever been to. And Keith, we always go to games, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
But as far as not having any expectations, when you go to the game in different circumstances, you have an expectation we're gonna win and we need to win and blah, blah. In this case, I honestly didn't know what to expect. I knew that if we were going to win, which I didn't know if we were going to win or if we were going to lose. But I knew if we were going to win, we had to make some big plays as far as special teams, defense, so on and so forth. It was going to have to be a total team effort. And when you have stuff like that, you don't know where those plays are going to come from. You just know that they're needed. So I was pleasantly surprised to see, a total team effort. You have to give the game ball to a lot of different people, including Tyler Huntley, obviously, but not just him. I think Derrick Henry played well to continue to get positive yards, to stay above the sticks. I think Todd Monken called a beautiful game plan. He was very unpredictable. And that might have been why he's been getting a little bit of criticism at times recently. Sometimes, just down in distance, he got a little bit predictable in certain situations. But I think he did a great job disguising runs, using extension of runs. So not always just plotting with Derrick Henry, getting Zay involved in quick passing or things to get the ball quickly in his hands behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of misdirection and play fakes and RPOs to the other side, getting Keaton Mitchell on the outside, which is something that we haven't seen a lot, but we saw a good amount yesterday, and it was helpful. And then, just clutch plays. Like, everybody felt the need that we needed to step up in some of these moments. And I was just pleasantly surprised. The defense, I can't say enough about how they performed. The first 2 drives was looking a little shaky, but after stopping them on the first goal line situation, I thought we were in for a game. If we can, it doesn't matter how many yards you're giving up. If you can stop and hold teams to 3, it at least gives you a chance on offense to continue calling plays the way you had planned to call plays. If we had fell early in a 14-0 hole, it would have been a problem to continue to be to continue to commit to the run and be patient and do things that we ended up seeing being done throughout the course of the game. And we play Ravens football. Kyle Hamilton playing physical, playing in the box. Getting Lohi Gilman allows that. He's allowed to play freely around the box and help out. We don't have linebackers. We don't have a great D line, so we send Kyle on blitzes. We have Kyle help stop the run. We have Kyle guard bigger players in the slot. So new personnel, different results. We've seen the last 2 weeks us building on that, and Kyle's kind of getting comfortable in his Swiss Army knife role, and it's been helpful to us. So we can continue that. Again, we don't need a top 10 defense. We just need a defense that's not 32nd ranked in the NFL with the offense that we have. And pretty much just shout out to everybody. Everybody was back against the wall, and that's my take on the game, Keith. I don't want to say everything, but that's just my take on the game.
No, I mean, I think you brought up some good points. I mean, you talk about clutch plays. The one that kind of comes to mind for me is Bateman and that low ball from Huntley, and Bateman really went and got it, got his hands up under the ball, caught the ball, got the first down. Like those are the type of plays you have to make when you don't have Lamar out there. It's going to take a team effort. We talked about it last week. Complementary football. We saw it front and center yesterday with the Nate Wiggins interception. And turning that into points. Like that's how the Ravens play football. That's how the Ravens win football games. I mean, you can't talk enough about Zay Flowers, the performance he had yesterday. He played well. He made plays for his quarterback. So, and then you can't talk Tyler Huntley. He had a hell of a game. Didn't turn the ball over, which we said would be a key to the game last week. Um, and he made some throws down the field that were impressive. The one that Bateman I can think of, even the one that Mark fumbled out of bounds. Like Huntley made some throws. He looked much improved. Makes you really question why the Ravens would even waste the money on Cooper Rush in the offseason from a personnel aspect, because obviously Snoop came in and it looked like the team didn't bat an eye. The team even looked confident coming into the game knowing that he was back there. Like you could tell they played with a different moxie. And that's what you want to see. And that's obviously what you hope carries over into Thursday night down in Miami. But the defense looked good. And like you say, you just want to see improvements. If you can go from 32 to 22, you probably going to win a whole lot more games. Nobody's saying we got to be top 10. They probably won't statistically, but they got stops when they needed to. That old Ravens defense, bend don't break. That's what the first quarter really reminded me of, because the way that the Bears were going up and down the field, it looked like just a carryover from the first 6 weeks. It looked like they was going to look like it could be the Lions game all over again. Like they just going to do whatever they want. Swift getting the runs. Roma Dunze had a hell of a first quarter. They possessed the clock. I mean, they go on an 8-minute drive, the first drive, and then what did we do? Turn around with a 3-and-out, get the ball right back to them. So as a Raven fan, you thinking, here we go again. But the defense, you saw Kyle Van Noy in the backfield yesterday. So that's what you want to see. Obviously, this is a team that we talked about. I think they had like over 300 yards over the last 2 games. I don't believe they even had 100 yards yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. So you saw us really shut them down, and that's what gets them going, the run. Because obviously when they run the ball effectively, it opens up the lanes for Caleb Williams. And, you might not have had the sacks, but those intentional grounders are just as good as a sack.
Works for
being
me.
honest. Like, and both of them took them out of field goal position. Both of them were, if I was a Bear fan, I'd be talking a whole lot different on this Monday about those penalties, because they ultimately could have cost them some points. But it's a good Ravens win for me. And I mean, now you can build on it Thursday. The whole AFC North lost yesterday, which is a plus. I'm satisfied anytime I get a win with a backup quarterback.
Yeah, facts. And with Tyler Huntley, I think the beautiful thing, I think obviously it was horrible signing Cooper Rush for 2 years, 12 million. I think it was $4 million guaranteed. That money, those resources could have been used to more pressing needs, albeit, or could have went to Tyler Huntley. I feel like being Lamar's backup, he kind of earned that money, so to speak. So, even in negotiations, maybe we split ways because maybe he wasn't getting paid what he was valued as. And I think, we'll correct that soon. I think we've learned what his value is, but on the flip side, the silver lining of him not being around, he got to learn in different systems and become a more complete quarterback, more complete thrower of the football. He went down to Miami, Mike McDaniel, got to learn under that system. That's a Shanahan tree, I believe. So got to learn that system, learn some tricks of the trades there, then go up north and Kevin Stefanski, So he got to go to QB, a couple different QB schools, and not on our dime. You know what I mean? I prefer like go external for the QB school, and he came back and he definitely looked like a more complete player. I'm not saying like, he's completely different. What I am saying is, as far as his posture and just how he's looking at the field, I thought he made some really good decisions. I think he had one ball he might want back, or a couple balls he might want back, but he made some really good decisions.
He looked comfortable.
I was waiting on the Tyler Huntley turnover.
Yeah, the fumble or something. I knew it was coming, but
it never happened. And I think he was a gamer, man. And honestly, Keith, football is all about momentum. So to your point, if they would have scored those touchdowns, we might have seen a completely different scenario that early. But getting those stops, I think, revved up the team. When you get the ball back after running 3 plays and watching the defense on the field for the whole entire first quarter and a little bit of the second quarter, when you first got that ball back, we was like, all right, their defense is trying. They're doing everything they can to keep us in the game. We got to do something. And we did something. And that game was just answering adversity. Like, your back's against the wall. Are you going to swing or are you going to get beat up? And everybody decided we want to fight, man. And now, look at ourselves. You have Miami to turn the ball over on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
You have a good chance, because it was announced when they announced that the Ravens lied on the practice report and will be investigated. It was announced that Lamar will be back 4 days later. Yeah. So, good chance he's back. You telling me we have him back? We beat Miami. We have 2 rookie quarterbacks to follow. Mind you, the Steelers lost yesterday. They play the Colts. They play the Chargers. We could be in a position where we're AFC North leaders in a few weeks. That's realistic. Yeah. That's not even me just saying some shit. That is actually realistic and very. I mean, as Vegas, they think it's probable. So
they've been thinking that, honestly. Even despite the 1-5.
On God, we still was tops as far as odds or whatnot. So I mean, listen, man, everything's in front of us. The defense, people coaching for their job. I saw Todd Monken fired up yesterday. You know what I mean? He said, "Fuck these niggas." Like, I'm here. Listen, man, I respect it, man. Fuck these niggas. Please.
Sometimes adversity good for you. Literally. Sometimes adversity good for you. I mean, you even see Roquan Smith come back, and he got talked about a lot, but he had a 12 tackle game yesterday after being out for a few weeks. Saw Marlon Humphrey make some plays yesterday. Like, that's just what you want to see from this team. Like, I can't talk about complimentary football enough. Even, I mean, you look at Keaton Mitchell coming in yesterday. I mean, he's got 4 carries for over 40 yards. Splash plays over 10 yards a carry. Like, he's even doing it in the kick return game. He gave us decent field position in the kick return game too. Like, that's what I mean from the Ravens. Like, when you can put all 3 facets together, you're a tough team to beat. And if you look like that with Huntley back there and you can still go get 30, like, come on, what's it look like with 8 back there? The best player in the game. Like, you can go out and beat anybody if your defense can get you a stop or 2, because you can go up and down the field on anybody.
You mentioned turnovers, penalties too. We won the turnover and penalty battle, and in our situation where we had a defense that wasn't up to our standard, and we were playing contenders in the first part of the season, you can't compound that with turnovers. You can't compound that with penalties. This was a game in which we were very disciplined. Every time a penalty flag came out, it wasn't on us. You know what I mean? And on the flip side, the Bears had several penalties that were huge against them, and a couple turnovers that were huge against them. So listen, man, that's how we're going to have to win games. Keep the ball. Play defense, get a few stops. We don't need a stop. We don't need the 2000 defense when we have a quarterback in our offense that was getting us 32 to 40 points a game, depending on which average you want to use. Because I don't like using the 32 points per game average, because Lamar got hurt early in the third quarter. When he was healthy, we was 40 points a game. So, I just need a defense that's going to compete and get some stops. And I think they've showed the last couple of weeks that they can at least get some stops when necessary. And I'm excited about the opportunity we have. I think we can definitely win the AFC North, especially because we play the Steelers twice. Now, I will say, Keith,
the Bengals twice too.
Yeah, them Bengals matchups scare me, brother. Them Bengals matchups scare me.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's there for the taking if you want to go get it. Starts Thursday in Miami. I mean, if you can be 3-5 and beat some couch warriors this weekend and get some more help, we could be coming in here next Monday talking a whole lot different. So, encouraging win for the team. Do you have anything else that we got out of here?
No, I think we covered most things. I mean, listen, 3-5 by the end of the week. Who would have thought a couple of days ago or a couple weeks ago, I mean, I just think it's funny. I see a lot of motherfuckers. Excuse me, I'm on YouTube. I see a lot of people who were saying the season was over on Twitter, and it's like now it's not over. Now y'all want to look at schedules. We were looking at schedules 2 weeks ago, man.
We've been looking at the schedule. I mean, you know how I get, man. The fans emotional, man. You ain't had a victory Monday in a month, 5 weeks. Fans getting emotional, but everybody back on the wagon now. And if 8 come back and they look even good on Thursday, they're going to be drinking the juice even more. I mean, any worries with the Dolphins, the way they look Sunday versus Atlanta, you just charge that to the Falcons being the Falcons.
Man, Kirk Cousins, yo, he's overpaid Cooper Rush. He's highly paid Cooper Rush at this point of his career. So he even tanked Bijan. Once I saw Bijan not getting up, I was like, damn, man, like, dang, get well soon, Phoenix. Like, god dang.
Yeah, that was bad for business. Bad for business. Before we got out of here, though, Sko emphasized that I let the viewers know he could not make it, but to let you know his defense is a 12-pack of ass. They soft, and someone needs to be fired. He'll elaborate more later on this week when we all in person. So on that note, everybody stay safe, be blessed. We out.